Paros is a Greek island in the central Aegean Sea. One of the Cyclades island group, it lies to the west of Naxos, from which it is separated by a channel about 8 kilometers, 5 miles, wide. It lies approximately 150 kilometers, 93 miles, southeast of Paros. The municipality of Paros includes numerous uninhabited offshore islets totaling 196.308 square kilometers, 75.795 square miles, of land. Its nearest neighbor is the municipality of Antiparos, which lies to its southwest. Historically, Paros was known for its fine white marble, which gave rise to the term Parian to describe marble or china of similar qualities. Today, abandoned marble quarries and mines can be found on the island, but Paros is primarily known as a popular tourist spot. Geography: Paros' geographic coordinates are 37 degrees N. Lot, and 25 degrees 10 E. Long. The area is 165 square kilometers, 64 square miles. Its greatest length from NE to SW is 21 kilometers, 13 miles, and its greatest breadth 15 kilometers, 9 miles. The island is of a round, plump pear shape, formed by a single mountain, 724 meters, 2,375 feet, sloping evenly down on all sides to a maritime plain, which is broadest on the northeast and southwest sides. The island is composed of marble, though gneiss and mica schist are to be found in a few places. To the west of Paros lies its smaller sister island Antiparos. At its narrowest, the channel between the two islands is less than 2 kilometers, 1 mile, wide. A car-carrying shuttle ferry operates all day, to and from Pounda, 5 kilometers, 3 miles, south of Paros. In addition, a dozen smaller islets surround Paros. Paros has numerous beaches including Chrysiakti, Golden Beach, Greece, near Durios on the east coast, at Pounda, Lagares, Pizolavati, Naousa Bay, Paros and Agia Irene. The constant strong wind in the strait between Paros and Naxos makes it a favored windsurfing location. Islands: Gai Dunite, north of Zephyroports Island, west of the town of Paros Tigani Island, southwest of Paros Drynite, southeast of Paros. History: Antiquity. The story that Paros of Parasia colonized the island with Arcadians is an etymological fiction of the type that abounds in Greek legend. Ancient names of the island are said to have been Platia, or Pactia, Demetrias, Strongly, meaning round, due to the round shape of the island, Hieria, Hylessa, Minoa and Kubarnus. The island later received from Athens a colony of Ionians under whom it attained a high degree of prosperity. It sent out colonies to Thasos and Parium on the Hellespont. In the former colony, which was planted in the 15th or 18th Olympiad, the poet Archilochus, a native of Paros, is said to have taken part. As late as 385 BC the Parians, in conjunction with Dionysius of Syracuse, founded a colony on the Illyrian island of Pharos, Var. Shortly before the Persian War, Paros seems to have been a dependency of Naxos. In the First Greco-Persian War, 490 BC, Paros sided with the Persians and sent a trireme to Marathon to support them. In retaliation, the capital was besieged by an Athenian fleet under Miltiades, who demanded a fine of 100 talents. But the town offered a vigorous resistance, and the Athenians were obliged to sail away after a siege of 26 days, during which they had wasted the island. It was at a temple of Demeter Thesmophoros in Paros that Miltiades received the wound from which he died. By means of an inscription, Ross was able to identify the site of the temple. It lies, as Herodotus suggests, on a low hill beyond the boundary of the town. Paros also sided with Shah-Xerxes I of Persia against Greece in the Second Greco-Persian War, 480 to 479 BC, but, after the Battle of Artemisium, the Parian contingent remained inactive at Kithnos as they watched the progression of events. For their support of the Persians, the islanders were later punished by the Athenian war leader Themistocles, who exacted a heavy fine. Under the Delian League, the Athenian-dominated naval confederacy, 477 to 404 BC, Paros paid the highest tribute of the island members, 30 talents annually, according to the estimate of Olympiodorus, 429 BC. This implies that Paros was one of the wealthiest islands in the Aegean. Little is known about the constitution of Paros, but inscriptions seem to show that it was modeled on the Athenian democracy, with a bull, senate, at the head of affairs. In 410 BC, Athenian general Therimenes discovered that Paros was governed by an oligarchy. He deposed the oligarchy and restored the democracy. Paros was included in the Second Athenian Confederacy, the Second Athenian Empire 378 to 355 BC. In c. 357 BC, along with Chios, it severed its connection with Athens. From the inscription of a jewel, it is understood that the Cyclades, which are presumed to include Paros, were subjected to the Ptolemies, the Hellenistic dynasty, 305 to 30 BC, that ruled Egypt. Paros then became part of the Roman Empire and later of the Byzantine Empire, its Greek-speaking successor state. Crusades. In 1204, the soldiers of the Fourth Crusade seized Constantinople and overthrew the Byzantine Empire. Although a residual Byzantine state known as the Empire of Nicaea survived the Crusader onslaught and eventually recovered Constantinople, 1261, many of the original Byzantine territories, including Paros, were lost permanently to the crusading powers. Paros became subject to the Duchy of the Archipelago, a fiefdom made up of various Aegean islands ruled by a Venetian duke as nominal vassal of a succession of crusader states. In practice, however, the duchy was always a client state of the Republic of Venice. Ottoman era and independence. In 1537, Paros was conquered by the Ottoman Turks and remained under the Ottoman Empire until the Greek War of Independence, 1821 to 1829. During the Russo-Turkish War, 1768 to 1774, and 1770 to 1775, Nalsabay was the home base for the Russian archipelago squadron of Count Alexei Orlov. Under the Treaty of Constantinople, 1832, Paros became part of the newly independent Kingdom of Greece, the first time the Parians had been ruled by fellow Greeks for over 6 centuries. At this time, Paros became the home of a heroine of the nationalist movement, Manto Mvrginis, who had both financed and fought in the war for independence. Her house, near Akaton Church, is today a historical monument. On September 26, 2000, the Pharemes Express Semina collided with the port's islets off the Bay of Parakia, killing 82 of those on board.